Hey guys, welcome back to another one. This is another Theta update video, and if you like this content, please like and subscribe to the channel, and you can find me on Theta TV as well. Alright, in this video, I am going to be talking about Theta and how they make their revenue. So one big thing about decentralized networks, when it's all said and done, this should be a network that just takes care of itself. It should earn money on its own and should be able to, distribute that money all independent of, central entities running the company. We'll call it a company on a day-by-day basis. So I just wanted to go over the Theta token, the revenues that they have right now. And, it's kind of a nerdy thing, but I will need your participation. Let me know in the comments below if I am missing anything and what you see that I could add for, a follow-up video potentially. So if we go to the official thetatoken.org website, we can check out the partners. And as we know, Theta has some pretty awesome partners. There's MGM Studios, Lionsgate, Katy Perry, One, Fail Army, NASA, and the list goes on. So that was one spot that I chose to look to see, some of the partners that Theta could potentially, earn some revenue in the future. Another spot that I looked is the Theta Medium. And from here, you can get another overview of some other partners that were, announced, but for some reason they're not listed in that partners tab. So I went through all of the different tabs and I kind of gonculated all of them together, and this is the list that I came up with. So like I said, I could be missing a couple. Let me know in the comments below. And this is just to get a step one overview, which is a pretty awesome list if we look at it. Fuse TV, Junkin Media, World Poker Tour, and the list goes on. So that was step one. And then once I was looking at this list, I was like, some of these don't equate. So we have NASA, and then we have another one, which is like, ZNN. Never quite heard of it. Sorry. It could be super awesome, or Cruise Control. Never quite heard of it. But I have heard of Fuse. I have heard of Junkin Media and some of the sub companies underneath Junkin Media. So I was kind of looking into it a little bit more. And I discovered that, like I said, my initial thesis was correct. Not all of these partners were created equal. So here are some of the large partners who are very active. You can go on their website and you can see, they are being utilized on a day-to-day basis. So NASA, 24/7 streams. World Poker Tour, 24/7 streams. And you can go to each one of these websites. Fuse TV, it's not as out in the open, and we'll talk a little bit about that more here in a little bit. But, they have a defined partnership with Theta that just recently happened. So that was, step one. Step two, I was like, these guys, they did say they had a partnership, but I literally can't find any movies, any media out there. Even the Theta TV, channels that they have, they really don't have that much out there. So I was a little confused, but they are big names, so I dig it, and I hope they will use them in the future. And it seems like from the wording that the leadership team uses, I think these guys will potentially use Theta in the future. And then there's these guys. Not to say that they're bad, but I just noticed they had the same streams playing on all of the landing pages. So if we go to one example over here, which is Sizzle Popcorn, so we'll check it out. It is, you can definitely tell this is a Theta TV layout, and it even says powered by Theta over here. But, that's all we kind of get with it. And if we go to G Fuel, it's the same stream. Right now it's buffering because I have it loaded like 3 different places, but it's the same thing that's playing right over here on the Theta TV. As soon as you go to the website, it's the same exact video playing. And I was slightly confused, and I had to do a little bit more research, and I found out it is another, revenue model, and I don't think Theta actually makes too much revenue from it, but it does get those edge nodes working, and it gets Theta's name out there. So we'll check out exactly what this first method of income potentially is, and it's the Theta Live Embed, and we can check out the official website on Theta TV. So it is just something introducing the Theta Live Embed, a new turnkey product that allows 24/7 Theta TV esports live streaming content to be added to almost any website, blog, or social media platform with minimal technical effort. So all you have to do is add one line of code or one line of script, and you can have that landing page or this continuous video stream playing on whichever website you go to. And the main reason they want to do that, one, is to engage the audience, and then two, it is to run your own branded ads. So as you can see here, if I continue watching on, Sizzle popcorn, I will get an ad sooner or later wanting me to purchase some Sizzle popcorn. So that is, I think it's a win-win. Theta gets their edge nodes working, gets their name out there, and then Sizzle, of course, they can run their own branded ads and potentially get you to purchase their popcorn while you're just, chilling, watching, this esports or whichever stream you end up choosing to watch. So that was, step one, and I thought that was pretty interesting. So, this emoji, that frown kind of turned upside down. It was a good move that Theta made. The next one is the Theta Video API, and as we're familiar with it, I've made a couple videos about it. This is going to be the bread maker for Theta in the future, and we'll check out why. So I kind of ran through the pricing for the video ingest, the video storage, and video delivery. And when you combine those together, you can actually make quite a bit of money. And I think, this is where Theta is going to move in the future. I don't think, this is where Theta is moving to in the future, just to continue getting those revenues. And we'll check out some of the numbers here that I did based off of the Theta Video API. And it's all based off of this, which is from 2019, and they're very conservative numbers, hopefully, but these are numbers based off of YouTube. And I'll read this here. The platform's users upload more than 500 hours of fresh videos per minute. So YouTube revealed that at our press conference in 2019. So that works out to about 30,000 hours of new content per hour and 720,000 of new content per day. So I took that number and I ran with it. Even though it is old, it is from 2019, but it is the closest number that I could find. So I took, the hours per day times 365, which gives me that many hours per year, 262.8 million. And then from there, I'm saying that these companies, they're using a fraction of a percent. So not 1%, but 0.1 of 1% of the amount of uploads that YouTube is making. So Junkin Media, Fuse, they're awesome, but they're no YouTube. And we know YouTube, it is like the most popular site out there. So I'm saying that hopefully these websites will take not 1%, but a tenth of a percent of the amount of uploads of YouTube. And that gave me 800 hours per year. And then to get the minutes, I did a little bit more multiplication, and that's the number I got. So once again, looking at the ingest and the storage, just running some quick math, it looks like the ingest, if a company were to continuously ingest 24/7 throughout the year, Theta would make approximately $11.3 million off of that, which is pretty darn good. For storage, not quite as much, but that is also $756,100,000 or $756,100,000 per year. It's really good from one company. And if we continue and look at the streams, this is, Theta's bread and butter, and this is why the companies do love Theta. If a company were to stream 24/7, 365, it would only cost them a little over $300 a year, which is pretty awesome. But if a company were to do, all of this continuously, Theta would make approximately $12 million, $12.1 million. And that would for sure continue to fund all of the activities in the Theta ecosystem, hands down, from one company. But one thing that they have mentioned in an AMA recently is that not all companies, they want to use or they will use all three of these. One company might just use the video delivery, and another company might just use the storage. So it's not a one size fits all. It's kind of whatever the company needs. So World Poker Tour, for example, we know they stream 24/7, 365. And, Theta, potentially, because they're a branded partner, one of the first ones, they might have some heavy discounts, but, the delivery is only $315. That is something that, a revenue stream that Theta is consistently earning from some of its partners. Another one of the newer ones, let's say Fuse, we don't know exactly what they're using, but if they were to only use, for example, the storage, they would only pay, $756,000 per year, instead of going through a service like Amazon Web Services, where they could be paying, $1 or $2 million for the same set of storage. Not quite sure. The numbers aren't out there. They're not public numbers. But this is definitely good numbers to see, good use cases for Theta, and it's nice for me and you to see that there are continuous revenue streams coming in to Theta, with or without a company going out there and making sure that it's running 24/7. This is all something that can happen behind the scenes with or without a central entity, running the company. So the decentralization of Theta, it will happen in the future, and these are just some of the revenue streams. What do you guys think of this? Let me know in the comments below, and once again, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next